Happy St. Patrick's Day from Deacon Dan. We've traveled now into the fourth week of Lent, better than halfway through this season, and it's probably a really great time to take a step back and to think about what have I done in this Lenten season. On Ash Wednesday, we all have this idea that we really want to make this a great Lent. And we make plans and commitments to ourselves and to the Lord. And by this point in our Lenten journey, we've either adopted those ideas, adopted those plans, those good practices, or maybe we've let them fall away. But it's not too late to be reinvigorated by them. And one of the things that I'm doing this Lent is every Friday I'm reading The Way of the Cross and by Father Mark Toups. And he is, in fact, I'll hold up you can read that. He's doing a great amount of work inside his version of the Way of the Cross around the Psalms. And you envision Jesus praying the Psalms. He would have prayed the Psalms. He would have known them very well, being a good Jew. And I'm particularly touched by the second station where before Jesus begins to carry his cross, he's mocked by the soldiers, and they kneel and pay him homage. Remember, they put a purple cloak on him, purple being the color of royalty, and they ridicule him as being a king. They don't recognize his kingship, but they ridicule him all the same. And one of the things that Father Toups says in his reflection is that Jesus can see the future, and he can see these same soldiers kneeling before him as the Son of God after their death and waiting for their judgments. And you can't help be struck by that. Waiting for that judgment, no matter how strong we may be in our lives, how great we may be, all the accomplishments we may be, we still have to kneel down and be judged by that Jesus who these soldiers is kneeling before in a mocking way. They will kneel again before him in a very serious manner as they receive their judgment. So as we go forward, as Easter draws closer and the Triduum and the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus takes place, and we celebrate that event, let's celebrate a resurrection in our own souls so that when the day comes that we kneel down before Jesus, we don't do it in trembling fear, but we do it joyously, that we're being reunited with our Savior, with the one who walked the way of the cross, so that we too one day might be saved.